Hey, what's up, guys? Urban Ink here, and today I'm doing a bit of a different video. As you probably see, you got a wrench here. Well, not only do you have a wrench, you have my whole arsenal. Now, I do have guns, but I'm not gonna put them in the video. Blah blah blah. Right. Uh, Most of these I've made myself. Not all of them, but most. Some of them I just threw in here because they're kind of cool, like the machete and stuff, right? Uh, so I'm gonna go through them one by one, and that's gonna be the whole video. I'll probably do a whole separate video on testing all of them and stuff. So yeah, let's get started. I have multiple different variations of maces, as you probably see. Like yeah. Anyway, we're gonna start over here. Now, this one I call the Skull Crusher. It weighs probably about 7 pounds. Yeah, about 7 pounds. This thing is just like horrid. Like it's brutal. It takes a lot of work just to hold this thing. You swing it at somebody, hit him in the head with it. Like, wow. Just a lot of these I build for, home defense. All you zombie preppers out there, right? You guys are gonna love this video. Uh, Next, you got my Sheffield machete. This, of course, I didn't make, as it says, made in Sheffield, England. Right there. If camera will focus. Yeah, made in Sheffield, England. Anyway, this is probably one of the sharpest things I own. I keep it extremely sharp. Yeah. Anyway, not much to say about that. Next, you have this little crowbar. Now, this thing is adorable. I don't know why I have it, but it's literally about the length of my forearm. So, yeah. There's that. Now, this I did make. Not completely, but I did make it. I didn't like forge the golf head or nothing, or the handle. I just kind of stuck them together. I call it the mini mob boss because you always see them movies where they put the golf ball in the guy's mouth, right? And then they hit it out of his mouth. Well, see, this you can do that, but you can also beat the shit out of people with it. So there's a plus. That huge wrench. I shouldn't really have to say much about that. Now this, I actually just made this today. This is my newest mace. It's got some like grooves in the handle. That way when you're swinging it, it doesn't slip. It's got one of these on the bottom. It's actually really sturdy. It doesn't look sturdy, but it's like it's pretty sturdy. I've been busting watermelons with that thing all day. For another video, so don't worry. I have this knife. I call it Lucy. It was one of the first knives I got. I have my Smith & Wesson. It's balanced for throwing. I love this knife. I carry this knife a lot. Then I have this one. I made this a while ago. This is just a little, like, stabby thing. Then I have a kitchen knife that I found in my basement, which I guess it's not ours. Also, darkened camera because of reflections. Anyway, yeah, pretty standard kitchen knife, I guess. This thing, now, I know you can't see it. Actually, you can a little bit. But in here is just this big giant metal piece taped to a thing of wood. Now, this thing, I've cracked this tile with it after hitting a watermelon. So, this thing is really strong, but it's really, really small. Like, really small. So, that thing's fun. I have this, this piece fell out. I don't know what happened to it. But, yeah, there's that. Now, of course, you gotta have your classical baseball bat, right? But, I got a bolt on the end. and I got bolts all the way around it. This thing is terrifying. And then lastly, you got my axe. Now, this is literally just an axe head put on a broom handle. This thing is tons of fun because the axe head weighs in at about 10 pounds, which makes this thing amazing to swing. So if you're just trying to go out and cut some things up, this is the way to do it. Now, I probably have others. Do 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 do. Oh yeah, I do have others. Okay. Yeah. And then you got my tire iron, and then this hammer that I made. Now I took the head off of an Estwing, and the back broke. I hit it with something, and the back broke. But this is just like a little war hammer. It's not very big, but it's big enough, I guess. Goes down to about my knee from my hip. This thing is also tons of fun. One day, me and a buddy of mine, there's actually a few stories to go with these. One day, a buddy of mine and I were out, and we were busting up some watermelons and eggs and walnuts and all that good stuff, cantaloupes, right? And as I was swinging, my buddy walked behind me, and I actually clipped his eye, like right above his eye with this end. And he was like bleeding everywhere and stuff. That was tons of fun. But yeah, and then, just for fun, you have this little wood axe handle. Now, it's essentially a baseball bat, except it's just tiny. It's actually lots of fun. I don't know why, but it is. It's lots of fun. Lots of fun. I cannot speak. Sorry, I know I stutter a lot on videos, but that's just me. I guess being nervous. I'm not really nervous, so I can't really say that. Let's see, what else do I have? Oh yeah. While I'm in here, I might as well do a little workshop tour. This is my workshop. I have all these jars on this spinny thing, right? And these have like a bunch of different materials in them. You got a few jars back here. You got a bunch of them on the walls, hanging from the ceiling, right? Actually, there aren't any on the walls. They're on the ceiling. So, yeah, anyway. Don't ask what that is. That's for a whole other video. Got some pipes and a fire prod, and for whatever reason, I have this thing, this dolly, sitting in the middle of my room. I don't know why you're here. Why are you here? Anyway. Yes, there's that. I'm actually gonna move that. Okay. Yeah, there's that. I was using, as you can see, I was just drilling holes, and then I'd put the bolts in there, and that was pretty much it. That was me making the other mace, and of course I left my mess here, because I'm a messy person, don't know how to clean up after myself. I'm working right now on some brass knuckles. As you can see, I have the holes drilled through. Right, you can see the bolts through them. Right, well, I've got the holes drilled in there. I just have to, I gotta file it down around the shape that I cut out. Or, around the shape that I drew out. That I have drawn out. There we go. Speak. Also, yeah, I didn't really talk about this much. This was actually the thing that got me into weapons. I was in a fight, and this was the only thing handy, and the guy had pulled out a knife, and I'm sitting there with my bare hands like, what do I do? And my friend threw me this, and he was like, use this, because it was in the back of his car. And I was like, okay, I guess. Yeah, anyway, that happened. That was many years ago. So, yeah. Anyway, 10 minutes right here. Yeah, that was pretty much the whole video. Thanks guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. And hopefully I'll have some more videos up sooner. I'm trying really hard to get down like a video schedule so I can like upload daily, but it's just really hard cuz my setup is shitty and my setup has changed. Nothing is over here anymore. My setup used to be right here. I used to have this up against here, and it used to be like folded up, and this used to be a gaming area. As you can see, the lone Xbox controller. But now I have a new Xbox, a new TV, and my games. Now, it's not an Xbox One, it's just a newer Xbox 360. One of my friends gave it to me. So, before you ask, no, I didn't go out and buy one. And yes, I do play guitar. And yes, I will make a video on that. But aside from that, once again, thanks guys so much for watching. I know I'm rambling, so peace.